Evening all, welcome back to Factorio. So today we are in Nauvis, finally home, and we're working on our little to-do list. So I always do this, I don't know if you do this yourselves, but I always create a to-do list with like things to do. We'll come on to this very exciting thing that your eye has been drawn to, like a nudie woman on page 3. Your eyes they just go there. We'll come back to that. There's a few things to do first with Nauvis, this base. They're small things. I want to kind of get rid of this. I don't like this kind of weird tumorous growth that comes out the side of the thing. Don't like it. So we're just going to build a wall and build a little mining station there, because I mean we never get attacked from here anymore because we have our defenses. I want to fill in this bit as well, and we'll have a bit of a discussion if we maybe want to fill in this as well, because I don't know if I'm triggered by it not being a complete rectangle, but I could probably live with that, but we'll see. But then we move on to the exciting, I've named it Project Judge Dredd just as a placeholder because it's another mega city. I know it's a bit rubbish in it, but if you have a better idea for project name, please do post in the comments, and I will give a great shout out to whoever comes up with the best and or funniest one. But I kind of like Project Folly, Project Waste of Time, Project Bro, Don't You Have a Job? All of these will be fair and accurate, but I think this is something that let's see how it emerges. So we won't necessarily, I don't know, hog tie the project with a name just yet. We'll give it some room to breathe and see how an emergent name may appear. There are some things we need to do. We need to actually just stake out the city limits. When I say that, it's just putting little tabs. So what I do is I always stake out stuff. So I'll just do things like this. Yeah, so you see I've started it, Megabase 2. We need to think about the connecting train lines. So there's a decision. Do we just carry on the lines as straight lines and then build bridges? Kind of like that. Or do we go the higgledy-piggledy way? So bit of a discussion. We'll have to think about that one. First thing to do before that, I don't know why it's become before it, but there we go. Good list, Pyrex, good list, is clear biters. And then start to look at what resource hubs we have here, because we may not put too much resource hubs initially here. I think we might actually rely on what we have already got here, because I don't mind if a train takes 20 minutes to get to there. I think that's quite fun, actually. So let's kick off. So we have our little construction swarm. So let me guide you through what we have. The green ones are terraformers. We have built basically just terraforming bots. The black one is a defense specialist. So think sort of, defense, Ministry of Defense, huge budget, huge contract, knows the Major General. But this one then basically builds all of the turrets and things. And then we have My Speed, which is just generally, I don't know, it's just everything really. It kind of does everything from a legendary point of view. So let us begin. So we're going to just get them to follow me. And you see they're a bit slower because I haven't got legendary everything. And I think the first thing to do is this thing. I just think we need to carry on. Now, we've already blueprinted this, so don't worry, this is not going to take long at all. And I think it's literally just a simple case of dropping it in there. So I won't do it just yet, because I think let's clear it first. Well, I guess there's no better way to do this. So I'm just going to move my botty things out the way. And I think I'm even going to move that one out of the way. And I'm just going to start deconstructing, because to be honest with you, it's a lot easier now I've got legendary. I mean, just look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. All we need to do is just, I know this is a terribly inefficient way to do it, but it's how I've always done it. There we go. Let's just drop everything we don't need and just keep deconstructing. I do feel that like these defenses have not been tested in some time, so it maybe is a bit pointless what I'm doing here, but I think let's just keep going. Oh, our bots have gone wrong there. Where are we? There we are. Right, so let's just make sure we're good. Okay, last few bits. Right, so this bit we're gonna have to struggle with now. I'll just leave that in sit. Do I have to even remove those? Oh, I don't. Good. Right, so let's just remove all this, remove all this. This is, do you know what, I don't know about you, but this is definitely the fun part of the game for me. I really do get a kick out of doing this. Oh, there's a little tank there, look, from the before times. Oh, no, don't want to remove that. We have a little tank. Let's see how this was fit. Badly. Kind of like that. Okay, so let's now place in, let's just get rid of all of that, in fact. And now, because of the wonderful world of blueprints, I don't really have to even try. I can just literally drop that in there. You see it basically, if I bring my bots to me now. Oh, I'm forgetting this one, that'll do. We are good. So we'll basically start to build. I think we're pretty good, actually. I think even the defense train, yep, it's on its way. So look, by placing it and giving it a name, the new wall is then going to be fueled. So that would just fuel there. And this fuels those. Bish, bash, bosh. Bob's your uncle. Robert's your mother's brother, as we would say. So that is pretty much what I wanted to do. Look how quick and efficient that was. Thank you, Mr. Blueprint. We'll come back and fix this one another time because, seriously, it's what, 5.3? I'd rather push them to the bigger patch down there and the bigger patch there anyway. There's a patch here as well, so we'll come back to it. But I think for now, that's that one. Now let's buzz over here. Look, we're faster than a speeding train. That's so funny how fast this is. And we're going to start then finishing the city grid down here. So first thing to do is goodbye radar and hello city block. So this should work. So you see I managed to get this one right. You see it's, what do they call that? Where it's properly, I don't know what you call it, but it's like properly spaced. So it's just basically a drag drop, bish bash bosh done. Again, Robert is your mother's brother. And that's kind of it really. It's kind of simple when you think about it. I do think that actually once you've built the robot ports, so interesting. The problem with robot ports is I think we have more legendary robot ports than not. But anyway, let's not worry about that. So the next thing to do, excuse my noisy keyboard, it's one of those clicky clacky bugger things, is just fill in this. So let's just do that. There we go. And what this then gives me is basically my city block. There we go. So I think, yeah, I mean, it should, there we go. So these green robots, they're not the greatest, but I mean, they've got legendary robots, but you see quite a lot of landfill. So I'm surprised that's not working quicker than it is. It's probably because they've been sent from other parts of the network. So there we go. But it's satisfying. I mean, I don't know about you. I always can never understand people who want to have infinite resource patches. It's like, right, I've now built this and I never want it to empty because I don't want to go and have to build it and build new. Maybe I'm a bit weird because I actually like that. I like that resource patch is empty and you get the opportunity to go and build another like mine. Maybe that's because I enjoy it. I don't know. I think, well, I can't wait for this one, for example. We've got 37 million units of iron. I can't wait to sort of get that one going, but there's no point at the moment because we've got, well, huge amounts of iron. So, oh, hang on, do we actually? Interesting. Yes, we do. There we go. So we've got, what, 20 million there, 29 million there, and we've got all these patches. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't mind that so much, but there we go. So, next step is to build. Did I build this one? I don't think I bookmarked this one. So it's this. It's basically this structure. Oh no, I'm doing it. Always do it wrong. It's best to do it that way. There we go. It's the trees. So I plant trees. Let's try it. It may work, may not. Because it just seems to help with pollution. I don't know. Post in the comments, does it? Seems to. There we go. And we'll build another one there. Look at that. Look how quickly we have normalized the base. I think we will fill this in because then it would just look nice, wouldn't it? It'll be a nice square thing. We could build walls here as well, completely unnecessarily, but we could build walls. In fact, let's just fill in down here as well. So let me just copy that just so we can at least build the remainder. Gosh, I need a bit more of the defensive wall there. So, I mean, it's just, I mean, again, all of this is aesthetics now. Because honestly, I'm not even, never attacked at all. So let's see. So this just, I should set this to parameterize, not parameterize, what do they call it? You know, spaced properly, whatever you call that. The Jubery, blib, 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 that, the thing, the, you know, what I'm on about. Because then it just sort of builds quite a nice little thing. And you see each of these have its own station as well. I quite like that. So it's a separate silo. So I don't think they're connected. Yeah, so they're not connected, the oil pipes. Which does mean that you then kind of don't create a bit of a nightmare for yourself. It's nice. I quite like it, actually. Right, let's just do around the corner. Let's just remove that because we don't really need it. Thank you, game. And then we'll build the same again here. So I think we have to come out by about that much. Let's just assume that that's right. There we go. So basically that starts the kind of finalization of the base. We'll do the top as well. I think we will do this, but we'll do that last. So we'll build another city block there. Again, with nothing to put in it, but it's more the principle of the thing at the moment. And let's go and finish. And we'll put, again, we could put trees in a lot of these as well. So maybe that's what we do actually. We just put, oh yeah, so achievements. Let's talk about achievements very quickly because you're thinking, hang on a minute, what is going on there? Well, this is why. Look, I put a mod on the game and I'm really glad I did because that works beautifully, doesn't it? It looks so good. Post in the comments if you know why it's doing that. I'm jumping a planet around. I did it because I quite like that. And when I got to the shattered planet, I was so underwhelmed that I basically decided that no, it needs mods. I need mods now. Just because I felt very underwhelmed by the simple fact that nothing really happened. And I felt a bit sad about that. So there we go. So we put that mod on. But interestingly, it blanked all of my achievements. So I now no longer have, well, any achievements. Oh, interesting. Why can't this build everywhere? That's interesting. Wonder why that is. Oh well, we'll figure that out. But there we go. So that's quite cool, isn't it? I like that. That's pretty sweet. They're all planting and stuff. Do like that. And I think that's going to be the majority of what we do on this base. Let me see. Can I paste? Does it remember what? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Does it have it in my blueprint? Nope. Oh, yes, it does. Right, so let's just save that as Mr. Tree. Which ones are trees? Wow, why can I not see my trees? Well, let's just put it that then. Save blueprint. Right, so then let's place, oops. And we'll put trees here as well. I don't really know if pollution's even a factor anymore, but I'm kind of glad that we have done that. Okay, so let's just fill in this tiny bit here and then we can move to Project Judge Dredd or whatever we actually end up naming it. I do think that I like the idea of long continuous railways. Maybe we have both. That might be an idea actually. We're not limited. We could do both. Okay, so let's just build this wall here. So obviously I need a little bit of landfill there. You probably can't see any of this because it's very dark. But there we go. So I think that kind of makes me feel very happy and soothed because that gives me much more of a base that I kind of want. And I think probably some of these blank here will fill them with trees as well. So let us do that. Let us not dally. Let's just do that. We have the power, like He-Man. I think I probably need to remove... do I need to remove... Let's just place it and see what happens. I think we have to remove all the concrete, but let's just see if it can plant on that. That'd be quite funny. Right, so we have now done, where's our to-do list? We've finished walls of the Megabase. We haven't done that. We finished the city grid. Well, we haven't done that. Remove copper mine tumor. We have done. Fill in spaces. We haven't really done, but we'll come to that. We'll probably plant more trees here as well, I think. Yeah, probably will actually. In fact, let's just do it. Go to my, there we go. We're doing it. We're not thinking too much. We are doing, but not thinking. That is how you should run your life. There we go. Sweet. So that kind of, I mean, we could do here as well, I guess, but let's just, I'm kind of curious what happens here really, but let's just watch it. I think that kind of takes us now to a point. See, look, it says it can place. Look, it's placing. Oh, it's removing. Okay, now what? It's removing, it's removing. I'm genuinely curious if it's going to place them. We shall return. So, project pending here, you tell me. Stake out city limits. So, I think, let's just go to our blueprint. I think what I like the idea of is kind of a continuation of this. So we will just carry on. So you see, we'll be putting it sort of here, I think. And I like the idea of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's put a lot to defend, isn't it? Maybe we kind of take that as the middle and we do rail lines this way. And we just start like that. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe, and let's just add the tags. 1. So I think we're sort of, well, where were we? We're about there, weren't we? So let's just do that again. Yeah, so 1, 2. Oops, 2. Don't know why I did that. And so on. So we can see that that's going to be kind of where our base will be. So let's just assume there, and then move that to there. So there we go. So that is a good beginning. Now the question is, do we build a railway or do we go round? So let me give you the for and against decision of this. To go around is going to look a bit wiggly piggly. And that's a technical term. Wiggly piggly, I'm not sure I'm mad about. Whereas if we go direct, so we build a bridge straight across, it looks quite cool. I don't know if you've ever seen the bridge between Denmark and Sweden. It's called The Bridge. It's actually got a real name, but I don't know it. But it's that, you know, they did a TV series of some body found in the middle of it, like put right across the middle of it. I don't know. It was very good, but it was very Scandinavian. Lots of grey, you know, glass steel buildings, not particularly good weather, and, you know, lots of tack and heck, things like that. Words like that. I couldn't even explain that. I'm sorry if I've just offended millions of people, but, you know, I do love those parts of the world. They're lovely. So don't abuse me. Anyway, so I think a bridge is probably the better idea. Yeah, I'm going with the bridge. So to do a bridge, we have to probably redo all of this. So you see these here, they're all completely wrong. So let us begin. Let us, again, not think too much. We're just going to act. So I think here, I can't remember if it was whitelist. I think that's right. Let's try that. So it should keep, no, it's the other way around. Blacklist, maybe? There we go. So it only removes things that are not natural, like your mum. So there we go. So that's pretty much what we want. So we can just carry on. Oh man, I think these bots are a bit dumb, aren't they? They're supposed to be helping me with this. We can just drop all of this. We've lost power, but that's fine, just fine. And we can just keep going. Let's just keep removing all these. Keep removing, and then when it comes to these, we'll just rebuild them in just a moment. So we have a choice. We can just build like you see here. In fact, let's just go and do that. Now let's just make sure I pick the right one. So from the middle, so it would actually be here and here. I see, almost got that wrong. So it's actually the one above, and we're going to build. I totally should put the, oh man, stupid thing is in the way. We'll figure that one out. Let's do the other one. So again, I have to just make sure the first cut is right. 2 and 3, 4. There we go. So we kind of get to here. So let's just go back to our print of blue. Okay, so that starts the process. We probably need to wire that in quite quickly because our guns here it's all offline. Well, we've got liquid fuel for now, so I think yes. So we'll probably put a junction. Let's think about this. We'll put a junction probably here. So let's just carry on this. So we've got 1, 2. This one I'm not so sure about now. I think I'm just going to wiggly line it. There we go. Don't look too harshly at me here because this is just temporary. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then let's get rid of that one as well. I hope you can see something because I can't see anything. Probably should put night vision on this, but there we go. So where did we get to? So we need that one. So try not to balls that up. There we go. It's not pretty, but it'll do for now. So let's just start. Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh my god. Excuse my spaz hands. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Right, it looks wrong. I know that's triggering me as well. It really is. So I'm going to have to move it because, you know, problems. Let's just move that. There. Honestly, the things I do for aesthetics. Okay, so we need to then plug this in. Hopefully that works. Nope, it didn't work. It's messy, I know, but we just need to get power running again, because this is a very long time to leave these things running. Oh, okay. Map. So we can carry this on, but I think we're going to put a junction probably here. So let's just do that. Oh man, is it T junction? Oh, it's the other one. This one. Nope. Where is it? Oh my days. Well, let's just do it. It's wrong, but let's just do it. There we go. It's just in case I ever want to go there as well. Do you know what? I probably shouldn't. Oh my gosh. I'm just wondering if I should do the city block. Look at that. I could have just done that, couldn't I? Oh man, I'm so stupid. Let's do that. I think that's actually a really good idea that I just had out of my brain. So if we do that, boom. There we go. So it just means they can connect if needs be. And we may get rid of the the parallel bars, but I think for now it's kind of what I wanted. Okay, so let's do up to there. That looks pretty good. Let's now reconnect this bottom bit. So again, that's pretty simple really, because we can just go all the way down. There we go. And we can go all the way back. To there. Boom. Right, so now we need to make sure there's power. So I have actually got legendary power poles, which I probably should be using, but there we go. There we go. Boom. Right, connect, come on, connect. Boom, 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 and boom. Right, so we should have power, and we do. Defense is back up. Okay, looks a mess. Let's end there. That's kind of step one done. So we're starting the journey towards, you know, base 2, name pending, post no comments. And I think we'll pick up basically here next time.